Excuse me. Hi, Cancer. How you doing? It's your girl, Ruth. Welcome back. Anybody new, thank y'all for coming. And everybody else who's been rocking with me, thank y'all for coming back. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there's something new that I'm learning more and more about. And thought maybe y'all want to learn as well. And the reason why I called it Akasi Records, Don't Be a Sacrifice, because I feel, and other readers that I've found on the internet, that they're using the sickness and our unhealthiness against us and the diseases and things that's going on. I first got the thought of that from Azura, Star Goddess. She was talking about that, and yeah, so I said, okay, that's might be what they're doing. She's saying that the people who are unhealthy are being targeted with the COVID-19 virus because they want to get rid of the ones who are not healthy. And to me, it's like, okay, so all these years, centuries, you have been telling us to eat 3 meals a day, snacks in between. You paused in the water because you started putting pipes through the houses. It was perfectly fine through the wells, but um, then the stores, I'm a curious George, so I did research on why we have stores, and it's control of what you eat. And they convince everybody that the stuff in the stores is what you need to survive. And they make our food in the laboratories, about 10 different laboratories for food all over the world. Not all the food. Some people got fresh food. Some people got the original seeds, stuff like that. But so we were convinced of this. Now we find out that the 3 meals a day is not necessary. Matter of fact, it makes your body heavy, and it you can't you you stay being clogged up, and it's causing sickness and disease. So now they want to try to get rid of people. So that's why they have me on this healing journey, in order to enlighten people, to let you know that it's time for you to clean your system out. Okay? It's time for you to research on the stuff that you're eating, and to know that those things are not true about what they've been feeding you. You have to have an open mind. And the Akasi records, or like I explained on the other videos I've made about the Akasi records, are you getting to know yourself. I'm going to read about how they activate it and how you can go up and get your records. Now, if you read the other videos I have made on your healing journey, or about your Akashic records and different things like that, then you know that a little bit about what I'm talking about. So you can go in your mind. First, you have to clear your body out. Okay, that means, to me, finding your blood type. What's your blood type? What you should be eating. Some blood types not supposed to be eating meat or dairy, and very strict diet on the A negatives, and other ones also. Some of them can't eat meat, but you have to eat that in moderation. But when you pull up your you find out your birth type. You can pull up and see who is your bloodline, what people have that, and what they eating now and a long time ago. They're all over the world, and you can find out more about that and how they ate meat, stuff like that, because meat clogs you up. I had a girlfriend, she couldn't lose weight and couldn't use the bathroom like she's supposed to, because my mom said if you don't use it in 2 days, the third day you better take something. So her being clogged with all that meat, she finally got a doctor that told her stop eating meat, stop eating dairy. So she started losing the weight. She got a nice size now. Okay, so You have to find out more about yourself and change your diet, for one, in order to go up to the records that are all about you and the dimensions. I know that sounds crazy, but there are records stored up in the universe about you and what you did in each dimension, each time you came back to the existence of Earth or other planets or anything like that. And you can go inside of yourself, because that's where they are, and you can pull those things up. And you have to be having a plant-based diet, like Dr. Sabi say we're supposed to have, and you are supposed to meditate, and that could be sitting any kind of way, sitting in Mother Nature, enjoying her, just easing your mind. And you have to have an open mind to receive the information, because if you got any doubt and you stuck on the 3D, on all the control issues that they put us through, or said that we should be doing and restrict you, you won't get what you need to get from your own records. So I'm gonna read a little more. I'm gonna read a little bit about it. I like this lady named Teal Swan. Check her out; she's very good. What she said about the Akashi records, okay? And we'll get more into it. So, in order to get to your knowledge of your information of the times you experience everything, you have to leave the body and heal your body, which is the 3D, because it is limited thought, kind of like in prison with gatekeepers all around watching your every move. So I added some stuff as well. So in order to get or escape, you have to meditate, find a quiet spot, which it might be hard because they try to make sure that they put a lot of noise around. You got people that are coming against you with negative thought, negativity, and you got a lot of negativity in your mind that's been stored there that you're fighting. Nobody knows but you. And you got all this other stuff. That's why it's so important to meditate and everything. So like warns like to keep you in chaos, noise, negative, especially in the brain. The the, they send downloads of negativity to keep you in tune in line like the jailhouse. So also we got the government, the aliens. Um, Example, I read that President Eisenhower, when he found a spaceship and he found the aliens there on the spaceship, they made a deal because they were so advanced to teach the humans how to control the people, and the aliens wanted certain things from the humans. So they made a trade-off on us. So that's how they started that. Then after he passed it on to his family and his granddaughter. I said daughter on another video, but his granddaughter, you can look her up. And she made organic things, and which are not organic. But her agenda with them is getting people to eat healthier in order for certain aliens, I guess the ones her father dealt with, that want you pure, that want you to eat right. Okay? So that's going to scare a lot of people from eating right. But see, you got to eat right for yourself so you can get on the right frequency. You know, and we'll read about frequency and the right vibration so you can go into your records. Because believe me, if we all been here reincarnated in different places in space, reincarnated so many times, we have been them. We have been the lower entities, okay? So we've been there, right? So if we dip into our Akashic records, we can know their moves because we've been there. We've done that. And is this our karma? Probably so. I'm not laughing, but it's probably so. But anyway, let's read a little more. But once you can escape, then you can meditate, okay? I suggest taking a spiritual bath is my suggestion. Using incense, candles, being quiet, closing your eyes. It would help to know your blood type, like I say, to see what you can eat. I wanted to know in their my handwriting. I tell you, I have to write with I couldn't find a pencil. I had to write with a color. In their in the library, in the Akashic records. This is my doubt, I guess, or how does everything work? In order for me to get to my Akashic records, I wanted to know that as well. One reader said, being skeptical, not believing that it's just that easy, like was said, but we'll see. In charge of this, who's in charge of the library, and is it uh, you or a source that you are part of, or are we so used to help that the brain needs another source to help with things? See, those are things that I was asking. More on how to prepare your body. Your blood type and bloodline, like I said, will help because of the people that were before you, pulling on their strengths, beliefs, what they ate. Then the plant-based diet, not the meat, dairy, because of the weight, it holds in the body. And also the seafood, also, well, certain blood types should eat seafood as well. The weight of okay, you want to be lightheaded, so to speak. So eating a plant-based diet of Mother Nature's edible plants and other ones that are good, you feel lightheaded and you can go into your mind and go to the next level. These are things that we have to work on, y'all. Because we've been programmed another way. Um, I want to show y'all some movies that I looked at that were. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me get it. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Y'all ever seen this picture right here? This tells about the Liberian, the Kashi records I was talking about. They didn't call it that. They might have. I didn't know back then what it was. But it's like up in the cosmos, and it's a Liberian that's taking care of everything. And she permitting, stopping people from coming in. And she have other people that works for her that supposedly died or stuck or whatever the deal is. And you got the lady I just showed y'all, her and her team. She died. She found a way to come back through reading her book and some other things in the library. And then this other ones that did the same thing. And it's like they other person from the other dimension came back to Earth. It's just like what I don't know if y'all know about this, but I didn't. So it's just like what I'm talking about, you know, but your other self from another dimension, and they took the place of the other one that passed away. That's works in the library now. So they have it's a lot of books of you and people, just stealing, going inside your stuff, finding out about you, and come back and using it against you, just like they're doing us now. They know about all of this, and they being the lower entities, the ones that's going to be that power right now over us. And it's all lessons. It's all you finding out more about yourself for you to get to the higher level. It's an ongoing thing. This never stops. Okay, so what I was saying. So yeah, like they're using it against us. That's when you have ideas or things you done thought of, your inventions or whatever you want to do. All of a sudden you seen somebody that made it up or making millions off of it. You see it on TV because they went inside of your Akasha records and they stole it. Okay. Then it's another movie that Leo DiCaprio played in. Okay, now why I can't find that one? Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Let me go back. And yeah, this one right here, called Inception. Now, Inception was about they were paid to go inside of, they was put to sleep. They were paid to go inside of people's mind, brilliant people's mind who had a great idea, and they were going to implement, show it off to whoever or sell the idea or whatever. So their job was to go in and see exactly every detail of the idea and steal it, write it down or whatever, and bring the information back to the person that they work for, and that person would make the idea before that person, and then they would use it and make money off of, and the person that they, uh, the person that they, what I'm saying, the person that used it and the person that made it can't do it now, because the idea is gone. But I didn't understand that movie right there really just tripped me completely out. But they had to have an object because they were going into so many dimensions. I didn't know what it meant at that time. They were going into so many dimensions till they had to have an object so they could lead themselves back to the our dimension, you know and that was so fascinating. Y'all need to watch that. That's the Akasha records. They've been stealing from us. Now it's time for us to steal from go inside our own stuff. I want to know how I can shut them from getting in my stuff and my family stuff. How I can shut them down. That's my main thing. Get out of my stuff. I need protection on that. That's my main reason. One of my main reasons to get into it, and then finding out about myself, who I am, what did I do, if I had karma back in the back then, how can I clear that karma so I can change my birth chart, so I can change my destiny, so I can make it where I ain't got to go through all this crap. I can be wide awoke from everything, you know, and I can move to the next level. Let's read a little more, y'all. Okay. Cause I must. Okay. Uh, when you get ready and in a meditative state, you ask the universe, this is what I want to know. Who am I? And talking to in the universe, okay? Do you have to know the name, give gifts, what is required? Like I did what I was, y'all showed y'all this channel about Papa Legro. And he's in charge of the crossroads between the humans and the underworld to talk to your family members. And on Halloween, happy anniversary Halloween, I want to know were they okay. I was giving ancestral memory through the years, and then my mom passed, and then my person I really care about passed also. So I want to know is they okay, because I know neither one of them was ready, and make sure they're okay. So I got my answer, and everything came through other people, it came through dreams, and some other ones let me know it's okay, different stuff. So yeah. So, like Papa Legro of the Cross of the Road Between Life and Death, the Underworld. I was thinking of the movie, okay, like I was talking about Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff. Yeah. And, let's see what else I want to say. Um, is it the food we eat, the things that happen to us before sleep along that day? By then putting negative in our brains, this is what they're doing, through all kinds of devices. Also, we watch and listen to how do we protect ourselves from these things, block them while we sleep. So all through the day is all kind of negative you see. They did that on purpose. They got a certain group of aliens or whatever you want to say that are jealous of humans. They don't want to see a man and woman happy together. They don't want to see a happy family. So they put enticing things in their way, and enticing women or men, and they start messing around. They make it hard for them to get work. They just mess up the family unit because that's not what they were made for. So they mad that we were made in this time in our life for that, for that reason. So they put challenges, against us. Let me stop and read what this other man said too about what I'm talking about. Um, he says it's going to be hard to block out your thoughts with your higher self, God's spiritual realm. Most only get it right when trying to go or get information from different realms. So when you go in there, then you try to get it. He says, Earth is a classroom. It's a stopping point where we learn experiences and we move on. All the chaos on Earth are our lessons, all that we need to go through. We need to look at life this way, not hate what we go through. All the information we have came from other worlds and probably from our alien family as well. Maybe some are uh, some are earthlings. You know, some people were here in earthlings, okay? That's good to know too, right? The beings give us the way, knowledge. They help us. Yes, they do. They make it hard, but now they got me on another frequency. So if I wouldn't have been through what I've been through, I wouldn't know about this. Do they just teach us enough to stay slaves on earth for their benefit? Who are they? They beings will not give us all the answers. If they did, what would you have to have learned while it's stuck to you or be too easy? So they give us knowledge and give us the way. So you have to figure the West out. That's what we're doing now, y'all. So, yeah. So that came from the 7 dimensions of creation. Okay. Then he talks about Dr. King. I didn't ever know this about Dr. King, and this is what he said about him. He was invited to a spacecraft in orbit. It had a protection around it. Reasons for it, people would try to shoot it down, so they had a protection around it so nobody could see it. And they changed their vibration at any time. They can go to higher realms or our realm at the snap of a finger. When they blinked out, they changed their dimensions. Wow. Dr. Martin Luther King, y'all. They have huge, amazing screens on the satellite which show different parts of the Milky Way galaxy. So Dr. King said they were lifelike 3D, but was told they were 7-dimensional people. They wanted him to know because to make it known for those who are ready for it on Earth. So he told specific people about that. They said, therefore, even basic matter exists within this framework, will, mind, motion, time, and length, okay? Breadth and height. The dimension will impose those conduit upon mind, which bring us potential and the manifestation as direct motion in a time frame, length, breadth, height. That made me think when you're ready for it and you've researched and you've gone through what you're going through your lessons and you're ready for something different, there's something different, you feel there's something different, there's not what's going on, this can't be real, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be just a lesson. And then he wanted them to tell the people of that. And I don't know if he did that or not. I never heard of it. But he probably told us the Pacific people, and they know how to go in different realms. Matter of fact, he also mentioned that we are supposed to be going to different realms ourselves. So a lot of places that we see big rich people, there's homes and stuff, it's empty castles and people don't know where they vanished to or whatever. I think they found a way to get out of here. It's a picture of the earth with somebody sticking their head out. I think they found a way. They found out who they were. They went back and they went in their Akashic records, figured out who they were, what alien family, higher up or whoever it was, and they went and they got together and figured out how to make the spaceship or whatever it may be. Because they were talking about King Solomon and the Ark of the Covenant, and they were saying that the Ark of the Covenant was like a motor for a spacecraft. And the reason why it killed so many people because of the petroleum was real dangerous. And if you get close to it or around it, it can kill people. That's why they're using it in the satellites up in the sky, because they're not supposed to be by humans. And then they said in Indian, I'm gonna call them Bibles, it talks about Solomon having his own personal spacecraft, and they called that the flying carpet. Remember that all we learned about the flying carpet? He actually had a spacecraft that he got around and back and forth, him and Queen Sheba. And he was telling about that Queen Sheba wanted the Ark of the Covenant in her land, but he told her he couldn't give it to her. She said their son they had together, and he told her son there's no way he could do that because it's so holy and so dangerous, and the people wouldn't let him anyway, especially the priests. So the son stayed there and made a replica of that, and decided to leave the replica, steal the real one, and brought it back to his mom's land, and it killed all kind of people. So she buried it, and they say it's on underneath the church of Holy Virgin Mary. So I don't know how true all that is. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop now. I'm gonna go to part 2. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll be right back.